Sammy's family didn't really exactly celebrate Thanksgiving. As a matter of fact, in Sammy's school, they had school on Thanksgiving Day. For a person like Sammy, well, Sammy liked going to school, but, it was kind of sad because Sammy had a lot of cousins who came to his house on Thanksgiving because they went to schools that had off for Thanksgiving. And Sammy's family, it happened to be that particular year that we're discussing, Sammy's family was going to have them at their house for dinner. They didn't serve turkey. What did the turkey do wrong? They were going to serve a big geschmacke roast beef. And they were going to serve French fries. And they were going to have a little bit of delicious baked apples as part of their meal. Right? Not as a side, as a dessert. Part of the main meal. They were going to have wrapped, franks and blanks. And they were going to have delicious broccoli stuffed, wrapped, phyllo dough stuff, really geschmack, and they were going to have lots of soda and lots of good drinks. Basically, it was going to be a geschmack meal. And the one thing that was between Sammy and his geschmack meal was school. Of course, as probably you know, after the meal, the family would get out, the kids would go in the backyard, they'd play whatever they play in the backyard, maybe they'd go to the park and play a game of ball or something.
How? It's dark, because it's dinner.
Well, it'll be a little dark, yeah. Maybe they go to the park with his lights. And so Sammy was looking forward to that too, but Sammy really liked the meal, and he really was looking forward to participate with his cousins and have a good time, geschmack time.
What? A tattoo?
Okay. All right. Shh. Ready?
Weird.
So Sammy was in school, and he saw that his friend Yossi was walking down the hall relatively quickly. And Sammy stopped Yossi and said, Yossi, what's going on? What's going on? I have to go. It's very, very important, Yossi said to Sammy. Well, where are you rushing to? It's break. We just had lunch. It's 12:30. We don't have class till 1 o'clock because they had a break for lunch from 12 to 1. They had a long break because they had a long day. And, where are you rushing? Come on, chill out. What are you rushing? I want to tell you. Do you know what I'm having for supper? I don't care. I have to go. Where are you in such a rush to? I don't want to tell Lashon Hara. So if I tell it to you, it'll be Lashon Hara. But if I tell it to somebody else, it won't be Lashon Hara. That doesn't make any sense. If you tell it to me, it's Lashon Hara? Mm-hmm. Is it about me? No, it's not about you. Oh, who's it about? It's about Avi. What? I mean, you made me say Lashon Hara. He didn't say anything bad. What did Avi do this time? Sammy, that's Lashon Hara. No, it's not Lashon Hara. It's called a Vak Lashon Hara. It's not Lashon Hara. It's just a Vak Lashon Hara. Well, that's Lashon Hara, isn't it? No, I remember Rebbe saying a Vak Lashon Hara is like the dust of Lashon Hara. Lashon Hara is real Lashon Hara, and this is called dust of Lashon Hara. So what that means is that it's like dust. You sweep it away and throw it in the garbage when you're done with it. So I'll throw it in the garbage when I'm done with it. When you're done with what? With the fact that Avi caused trouble again. Sammy, don't say that. Just then, Avremel was walking by. And Avremel said to Sammy, yeah, really? What did he do this time? Yossi, did you see? Yossi said to Sammy, see what you did? Now everyone's going to say that Avi did something bad. Well, isn't that what you told me? I never said that, Sammy. You said you were going to tell somebody Lashon Hara, and you weren't going to tell me the Lashon Hara, because for me it would be Lashon Hara. But for somebody else it wouldn't be Lashon Hara, and it had to do with Avi, right? You know what, Sammy, could you please be quiet? I'm not sure.
Look at me.
Beryl came over. What's going on, guys? What's the whole hock? Avremel said to Beryl, did you hear the latest? Avi did it again! You serious? Avi did it again! Avi always got in trouble. What did he do this time? Sammy, said Yossi. What? Why do you keep yelling at me, Yossi? I didn't do anything. All I did was ask a simple question. You were the one who told me it's Lashon Hara, and you were the one who told me that Avi did it. Sammy, could I get by, please? All right, Yossi, see you later. And Yossi started to walk away. And as Yossi walked away, Sammy yelled down the hall, which was full of kids, by the way, Yossi, I won't tell anyone that Avi's in trouble again. About 25 boys turned their heads. 3 of them said, Avi's in trouble again? Yossi looks at Sammy with his burning eyes. Sammy, what did you do? I didn't do anything. I was just telling you I wanted to tell people. What's wrong? I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to do the right thing. Meanwhile, Avremo went to the lunchroom where there were still a bunch of kids sitting around the table, and Avremo said, guess what, guys? And with Avremo was Beryl. Yeah, I heard it with my own ears. I heard it. Sammy told Yossi that Yossi told Sammy. What? Sammy told Yossi? Something. Avi's in trouble again.
Oh.
Avi's in trouble again? Now, one of the people sitting at the table was Avi. And everyone looked at Avi. And Avi said, me? I'm in trouble? What did I do this time? Avi, you have the greatest ways of getting in trouble. Remember that time, Avi, that you were trying so hard to climb to the roof of the school? I remember. Why were you doing that anyway? Because Sammy told me that he put my ball on the roof. Oh. What happened, remember? Yeah, I got suspended. That's pretty serious. Was your ball on the roof? No. Sammy was just joking. Oh, remember that other time that you got in trouble for throwing the eraser across the room? I didn't really throw the eraser across the room. Well, I kind of did. I wasn't trying to throw the eraser across the room. I was trying to erase the board. So what happened? It slipped out of my hand. But it hit the Rebbe in the face. I know, but that wasn't what I was trying to do. Well, anyway, Yossi. The point is, Avi, the point is that you're in big trouble again. But I didn't do anything this time. I didn't even do anything by mistakenly this time. Not even on purpose, not even by mistake. I didn't do it. Remember that other time, Avi, that you... Oh, don't remind me. Yeah, by that English class where the teacher said to read a book out loud. We were reading that story, and you read the story out loud. Just you read every word backwards on purpose, and the teacher kept trying to correct you, and it took like a long time. And the teacher said, Avi, could you please read properly? And you kept saying you did, and you tried to insist. And then finally the teacher called in the principal and to tell you to take you out because you had such a serious reading problem that every word you read backwards, like the was heth, het, and eat was tea, and everything like that. I remember, yeah. And the principal called you out and asked you about it, and suddenly you knew how to read again when the principal told you you're going to lose recess. Oh, I remember that. That was fun. Well, so maybe you're in trouble like that. I didn't do anything like that. Oh, yes, you did. Remember yesterday? What are you talking about, Beryl? Remember yesterday in math class? Remember how the teacher kept telling you to add 2 numbers together, and you added them together, so when you added 12 plus 12, you got 1,212? Remember that? And the teacher kept saying, stop it, and you said, what am I doing wrong? And when the teacher said to divide the number, you took the number 13 and you divided it into 1 and 3, and you said that was the answer, because you divided it in half? Well, that was just a joke. I don't think Mr. Smith thought that. Well, Mr. Smith was a substitute, and substitutes... Well, you don't have to really listen to... Well, my mother said. Okay, Schmerl. Okay, your mother said. But you know what? Meanwhile, Yossi's running through the halls, and Sammy's following Yossi. Yossi, so tell me. Sammy, leave me alone. You already caused enough trouble. Yossi makes it to the principal's office. Is the Manal in, please? What was the Manal's name? And he says, the Feingold, right? Rabbi Feingold. Is Rabbi Feingold in, please? 1 second, let me check. Rabbi Feingold. Yes, 2 boys are here to see you. It's Yossi. You'll see him. And Sammy. Oh, you don't want to see him? What? Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. Okay, Rabbi Feingold. Yeah, 1 second. Yossi, Rabbi Feingold will see you. Sammy, wait, Rabbi Feingold doesn't want you. And so Yossi and Rabbi Feingold, Yossi and Sammy, walked to Rabbi Feingold's office and closed the door. And Rabbi Feingold was doing something on his bookshelf, and he said to Yossi from facing the bookshelf, he said, okay, Yossi, please take a seat. And Sammy said, what about me? Who let you in? Oh, hi, Sammy. Yeah. He turned around. Hi, what's up, Sammy? I came also. Okay. Yossi said to the Menahel, he said, Menahel, I have to talk to you about something very serious. I'm just nervous. I'm nervous. I'm going to speak Lashon Hara. Well, if you're doing it for toelas, for constructive purpose, you think it's important for me to know, you can tell me. But Sammy's here. I'm closing my ears. See, I can't hear what you're saying. Sammy, I really think you should leave the office. But I don't want to. And I can't hear anyway because my fingers are in my ears, so I can't hear you. Sammy, it's not nice. All right, I'll leave the office if you leave the intercom on. How about that? We can't leave this comment. I can't hear you because my fingers are in my ears. What did you say? I said leave the office. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What? Leave the office. I'm sorry, I can't read lips either. I can't hear you, I can't read lips. I can't hear you because my eyes are closed. And I can't see you because my ears have fingers in my ears. Whatever. You got my point. All right. You know what? If it's Sammy's decision, it's a Shiloh Lashon Hara. All right, I'll leave the office. Actually, I'm not going to leave the office because I know it's not a Shiloh Lashon Hara. You know what happened? Yeah, Avi's in trouble, but Avi's not in trouble. Avi never does anything wrong on purpose. All right, Rabbi Feingold said to Yossi, Yossi, tell me what happened. Yossi said, well, I was sitting in the classroom, and I was finishing my work, because the Rebbe had wrote a lot of stuff on the board, and I didn't finish it in class, so I had to write it down. And everyone had gone to lunch, and I was writing it, and I was nibbling on my lunch, and I happened to look up from my paper for a minute, and there was Avi walking in the classroom. He didn't notice that I was there because I was in the back of the class. And he walked into the classroom, and he went over to the Rebbe's desk, and he opened the right drawer of the Rebbe's desk all the way. Now, I happen to know that the Rebbe keeps in his right drawer two very important things. Number one, the Rebbe keeps in his right drawer his roll book, that which keeps grades in. And number two, my Rebbe keeps in the right drawer his money, prize money that he gives out for prizes for people who do good things. And I saw Avi take out of the drawer the Rebbe's roll book and the Rebbe's money, and he put the roll book in his backpack, and he put the money in his pocket, and he left the room. And I don't want to say Lashon Hara, but it looks like Avi maybe is a ganav. He's a thief. He stole something that's not his. Oh, that's pretty serious, Rabbi Feingold said. I'm sure it was all by mistake, said Sammy. I'm sure he by mistakenly opened the drawer. He thought it was his dresser at home, and he thought that was his roll book, that he has his stuff at home, and he thought it was his money, and that's all. I'm sure he forgot where he was. Sammy. All right, you don't like that. I'm sure it was a mistake. He happened to sneeze, and as he sneezed, his hand went down and pulled open the drawer, and his other hand moved when he sneezed a second time and grabbed the roll book and the money. And when he sneezed the third time, he by mistakenly went into his pocket and to the backpack, and... No, I don't think so, Sammy. It was a hiccup. I know, it was a hiccup. He went... And when he did that, the drawer opened and fell out, and it... Sammy... I'm sure it wasn't on purpose. Because he never does anything wrong on purpose. That's very nice, Sammy. You're trying to be Dan Lekaf Zechus. But I'm sorry to say this is a very serious matter. All right. I appreciate it, Yossi. I don't think it's important for you to be around when I talk to Avi. Obviously, don't talk to anybody about this. Rabbi Feingold? Yes, Secretary. Rabbi Feingold, there's about 17 children out here, 17 boys, and they all want to know if Avi's getting suspended. Yossi, did you tell anybody about this? No, I didn't tell anybody about this. Sammy, did you tell anybody about this? Nope, not me. Yossi, did I tell anybody? No, you didn't tell anybody, I guess. So what happened? Well, we got in the hallway, and people found out from the hallway. Miss Secretary, Miss Gold, please, yes, Rabbi Feingold, Miss Gold, could you please tell those boys that they should go mind their own business? I will. Boys, go mind your own business. Rabbi Feingold, they said this is their business. It's not their business, okay? And could you please have Avi come to the office? Yossi, I would appreciate it if you go out of the office. Okay, Sammy, you too. No, I'm Avi's lawyer. Right, I'm not going to argue with you. Okay, fine. You want to stay here? Stay here. Enjoy. Avi, please come to the office. Avi. And down in the dining room where Avi had been sitting, and all the boys were, ooh, Avi, you're in trouble. And some boys on the other side of the dining room were cheering, go, Avi, go! Go, Avi, go! And some boys were, Seichem l'shalom, have a nice time at your home when you get suspended today. And Avi's going, he doesn't know what to do. He's going to go happy or sad. He comes to Mrs. Gold's room, and he says to Mrs. Gold, I'm here. Avi, Minal wants to speak to you. I know, you called me, thank you. And Avi goes into the room, and he's standing like he's standing on Yom Kippur and Ne'ilah. He doesn't know what's going to happen. And he says to Rabbi Feingold, Sammy, what are you doing here? I'm your lawyer. Oh no, I'm in big trouble, aren't I? Oh, Rebbeinu Shalom, help me. Sammy, you're my lawyer. Why do I need a lawyer? Because you're going to be in trouble. You're being accused of being a thief. What? Yeah, I won't tell you that Yossi said it because that would be ridiculous. What? Yossi, what? Sammy, I think you need to leave now. I'll stay. I'll fix all the damage that I do. Sammy, okay, fine. I'm not going to tell you who, but somebody said that they saw you do something and were concerned a little bit about it. Rabbi Feingold, anything I did, it was a mistake. Last night I did my homework, it was a mistake. I forgot. I normally don't do my homework. I came to school today, it was a mistake. I, by mistake, woke up. And, Avi, relax. Just let's talk for a minute. You were seen today going into a classroom. Isn't that what you're supposed to do in school? Yeah, I know. You were in the classroom, but you were seen to going into an empty classroom. It was a mistake! I didn't know! I forgot! I thought that was my classroom. That wasn't the problem. You can go in an empty classroom. But you were seen opening the drawer of the Rebbe's desk and taking some things out of the Rebbe's desk. And I had one of the assistant manal, go to your backpack, and he found in your backpack the Rebbe's roll book. And in your pocket, I bet, is the Rebbe's money. Is that true? Yeah, Avi said, yeah, it is true. That's very interesting. Isn't that, like, a little suspicious? Not really. Well, somebody saw you take it, and it looks a little suspicious. Sammy, be quiet. No, but listen, Avi, I'm really out to help you. I told him that what happened was you forgot, and you thought it was your dresser at home, and you took it. That's not true, Sammy. Oh, I told him then you sneezed, and you bought... That's not true either. I told him you had the hiccups. No, that's not true either. Oh, so you are a Ganav. Oh, I should have just figured out. You're just a plain old Ganav. I'll go tell I won't tell anybody, but I'll... That's not what happened. Rabbi Feingold, it's very simple. What's so simple? After he left today, the Rebbe realized he left behind his roll book that he needs for grades because the report cards are coming out soon. And the money that was in the drawer that I took wasn't the regular money that the Rebbe gives out for prizes. It was a special amount of money that the Rebbe had collected for tzedakah that my parents are distributing to aniyim, to poor people. And so the Rebbe called the secretary, Mrs. Gold. She wasn't in. Somebody else answered the phone. And they gave me a message. And the message was I should go into his desk, bring his roll book home for him so he can do the grades. And no, look, I'm not allowed to look at it. And I'm supposed to take the money home to my parents. And that's what happened. Oh, Rabbi Feingold said, oh, you're such a tzaddik. I'm a tzaddik? Sammy says, he's a tzaddik? I'm a tzaddik. I was Dan Lekaf Zechus. It says, B'tzedek tishbar ha'misachat. I was Dan Lekaf Zechus. The Minal, on the other hand, Rabbi Feingold, on the other hand, I'm not sure if he's such a tzaddik. Because he wasn't Dan Lekaf Zechus. I was Dan Lekaf... Sammy? Yossi, on the other hand, wasn't such a tzaddik because he wasn't Dan Lekaf Zechus. I was Dan Lekaf Zechus. I got it wrong. I thought it was because you hiccuped or sneezed. I didn't realize it was because you steal from... because you... What was it again? What was the reason? So Rabbi Feingold told Avi to go, and he told Avi to go, and he called in Yossi. He told Yossi, I'll tell you the truth, we really made a mistake. We should have been Dan Lekaf Zechus. I was too quick to judge Avi, because Avi often had made mistakes in the past, and I was too quick to judge him. That was wrong of me. I'm sorry. I really made a mistake. And the real reason is, and he told me, we explained the whole story to Yossi. He said, oh, of course. And Yossi left the room. And Sammy now also left the room. And Sammy says to everyone who's standing outside, to the 17 people, now it's probably like 25 people, and said, hey, guys, listen up. Avi's not a thief. Yossi and Rabbi Feingold just speak too much. I meant to say, Yossi's not a thief. Yeah, Avi's not a thief. Who's not a thief? Avi's not a thief, right? Avi's not a thief. Who's not a thief? Who's not a thief? Avi. Avi's not a thief. He was just listening to the Rebbe and doing what the Rebbe wants him. Okay. And I was the big tzaddik who was trying to help. And I was a big tzaddik, and the rabbis, I'm a big tzaddik. I'm going to get a lot of Olam because I'm Dan Lekaf Zechus. And just then there was an announcement over the phone, over the loudspeakers. Sammy, your mother's here to pick you up. Oh my goodness! I'm going home already? Great! I can't wait. I'm going to eat my roast beef. He ran outside. He said, Ma, thank you so much for picking me up. I'm so happy it's Thanksgiving. Thank you so much because now I get to go home early from school and I don't even have to go home because I'm suspended.